I wanted to make a video and touch on some beginner subjects that everyone's already touched on for the whole Pokemon Go that's coming out, such as the starter Pokemon, gyms, teams, just the basic aspect to the game, along with what I'm going to hopefully be trying to do while I'm playing the game. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play the beta, and I know that the rest of you are more than likely very eager, just like myself. I feel like I've been waiting 1,000 years at least, and I figured I'd try and inform as many people as I can about the info that I was grateful to learn and just kind of find throughout the internet. And I'm hoping that you'll click subscribe or even like, just kind of to keep in touch and just go along with my journey. I was going to touch on the starter Pokemon, and that was the first generation Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Unfortunately, we don't get to start out with Pikachu like Ash did. And I'm fine with that just because I don't quite care for that Pokemon. He's a little overrated. And basically, you don't even, from what I understand, you don't use the starter Pokemon in Pokemon Go for pretty much anything. It's just kind of your nostalgic moment of, oh, I have the one of the first generation starter, which I mean, I'm looking forward to, even though he's probably going to sit there in my little spot that you're going to be keeping your not used Pokemon. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to go with, but I'm strongly thinking Bulbasaur. I look forward to seeing what everyone else chooses, and I hope you leave that in the comments below. On the internet so far has been that you just choose your beginner Pokemon, but you don't actually get to really utilize them, and if you do, you're more than likely playing the game incorrectly, just because the CP that they start out with is so low that their maximum CP they can hit is a lot lower than a wild version of that Pokemon that you'd be able to catch later on. This goes along with like the candy that you'll use to evolve Pokemon, and the Stardust, which is used to power up Pokemon and increase their CP, which is still in kind of the whole aspect of I haven't played the beta, so I don't know exactly if it's going to stay that way, but from what I've seen on the videos is the correct way to go about playing would be to choose your starter, kind of just put them in your back pocket. It's like, okay, I caught this Pokemon, I'm no longer going to use it. Give him a cute little nickname and send him on his way. Pretty much you would level up by going about catching Pokemon and maybe a gym battle here and two. But you would continue to collect your Pokemon and then take your highest CP Pokemon that you find in the wild and you've caught, and then go ahead and utilize your Stardust and your candy on him later on at, say, 9-ish from what I've been seeing online. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, it's all up to speculation still at this point. With the choosing of your Pokemon, you get also, from what I understand, you get to choose a team, which is either yellow, blue, or red, and your team captures gyms in your city that you reside in, and you get defender points by leaving Pokemon from your personal collection at the gym that your team controls. And I'm not exactly sure what these defender points do, but I'm pretty sure it's going to have something to do with leveling up your Pokemon. I know that early on you should probably hold off on that just because you're going to want to place a strong Pokemon that you're actually going to utilize later on, instead of just placing a weak Pokemon and then just wasting that slot. I mean, your gym's gonna get taken away from you super quick. I'm still partial on which team I'm going to choose. I know it's probably going to be the yellow or the red team. I'm not really a big blue fan. More than likely it'll be yellow, but that's just because of the starter Pokemon that I also think I may use as Bulbasaur, but it's just kind of a color combo with the whole grass type, and the fact that they utilize the sun, and I mean the sun's yellow, so I figured that's just kind of the way I'm gonna go. I am interested in seeing what everyone else is going to choose, so leave that below in the comments as well. Also, I've been kind of looking at the whole release date, the little frames we have, and from what I've seen, there's a good chance that it could be released this weekend, which is the 4th of July weekend, just due to the fact that it would go really well as a surprise thing in the Pokken tournament that's been going on this weekend. I've also heard something about the 11th, something to do with the 15th as well, and then the very popular one is July 20th to like July 25th, but I have a feeling that that's probably not going to be the correct one. I believe it'll be 11th or 15th-ish. That's just my personal opinion. I could still be wrong. Like I was saying, it's up to speculation. I mean, Niantic, the Pokemon, and Nintendo have kept it pretty well under wraps. I mean, usually by now someone slips up, and no one really has. So I mean, on that day, I'll have my backpack all packed up. I'll be running around just like the rest of you will. And yeah, I'm pretty eager for that. So I was also wondering if anyone plans on going to any of the large tournaments or events that will be going on. And I know that I personally will definitely be attending as many as I possibly can. I gotta have a tight work schedule. Definitely plan on putting a lot of my own personal time and money into this, along with some blood, sweat, and tears, and lots of miles walked. And if any of you would like to get in contact with me and possibly do some trading or some battling, just let me know and I'll slip you my number or something. Okay, well, this has been my first video and I am out.